Well, it's September 22nd, and nothing has still happened. Like you said, it will be the worst thing ever, and nothing has happened. We are still perfectly fine. No hurricane. So yeah, I'm gonna debunk you again because nobody believed me in the last, 2 people didn't believe, 3 people didn't believe me, so yeah. I'm here to give you more proof. So, they said it was September 14th, and now it's September 22nd, and this is their excuse to all of that. And this is the excuse. This is because my timeline is a 96% match with this one. So, this one of the 4%, that will not happen. Which is the dumbest excuse I've ever heard. It doesn't make sense. You were so sure. You kept posting about it. You kept saying exactly that day. And then you're like, oh, whoa, dang, I got it wrong. I'll just make up an excuse, and this is the excuse you came up with, which is the laziest thing I've ever seen. You could have just said you messed it up. That would have made more sense than this. And I also have evidence of you actually predicting the future, but there's a big issue with it. You actually did get it right. A plane did crash or landed in the ocean on January 2nd. And yes, it does make sense. I was a little scared until you mentioned a plane will go missing for 8 years. It went into a wormhole, which caused them not to age at all. Now think about it. Haven't you heard something like this before? It's from the show Manifest. Look at it. Look at the plot. When a flight 828 landed safely after a turbulence, but routine flight, the crew and passengers were relieved. But in a span of those few hours, the world had aged 5 years. Sound familiar to what you just said? You just copied Manifest. That is lazy. I almost believed you until you said they would be gone and they wouldn't age at all, which is the exact same plot of other things. I guarantee it's from a horror story. I already talked about this before, but some people didn't understand what I said. So they said that they didn't get any powers from the sun. I gotta disagree with you. It says 8 humans will receive powers from extreme energy from the sun. You see how it mentions the sun? Okay. So, if you're gonna correct me, actually correct me on something I'm really wrong about. Because I'm fine with taking criticism. It's not a worst thing ever. But look at the date. 10/20/21. You want to know something wrong with it? The date changed to October 10th, 2021. And yes, if it must have been a mistake. True. But you would not survive extreme energy from the sun. You wouldn't even feel it. If the sun were to explode right now, we wouldn't even feel it. You would probably feel it for like a millisecond, then poof, you're gone. That amount of heat would burn you immediately. So, it doesn't make sense. There's also a picky thing. Am I wrong about this one? Yes, I will admit it. But when we asked specifically when GTA 6 would release, you said it would be late 2023, which sounds fine, except the big problem is you're fine with giving out the dates to everything, but now you won't tell us when it will release. So either you don't want to tell us when GTA releases, or you're not a real time traveler. Yeah, it all makes sense.